about each fighter. Two really clashes that are both opposite ends of their careers, possibly. Lee Hoskins and David Oliver Joyce on a real knife edge. I don't know what way it goes. I think Lee has been there, done it. Former world champion, been to Belfast, been to bigger atmospheres. He's experienced everything he needs experienced. Davey, former Olympian, he's done what he needed to do as an amateur. Comes into professional ranks after his first loss, fighting at the wrong weight his whole career, and both of them have their careers on the line, I believe, with this fight. Lewis Crocker and John Thane, opposite end of their careers. Lewis has been a standout here in Belfast since he's turned pro. His power his reputation for his power, it precedes him, and it's been big. It's always been talked about. People in the gyms talk about how hard he hits. John Thane is a really tough guy at the tail end of his career, but it's going to reignite his career. And then Joe Fitzpatrick against Gary Cully. I have to commend both lads for taking this fight. They could have had easy nights, easy what they've done what they want, build on their both shows, built the career up to whatever 20 and whatever they wanted to do. But they choose to put both undefeated records on the line early in their career, taking a big risk, showing they're true fighting men. The fight was easy to get made because both fighters really wanted it, and you have to applaud that there. Sean McComb, I believe, could be possibly the next big star in Belfast. He's been on the big builds. He's been taking the step. Everyone in the gym speak highly of him. When you watch this guy train, you know he has every tool in the book. It's about performing on the night and taking the step up to the right time. We believe that Godoy offers his toughest test to date. I've watched him twice, and Maximiliano was impressive both in win and loss. He was the golden contract replacement. Sean McComb wanted him. Maximiliano also wanted Sean. So it's a really interesting fight. It's one that I think could bring out the best of Sean McComb and set him up for a fantastic 2020.
That was a fantastic preview of all four fights there. We'll kick off with Lewis Crocker against John Thane. As Jeremy mentioned, Lewis Crocker's reputation as a banger precedes him everywhere he goes. Undoubtedly the biggest test of his career is Saturday night against John Thane. John, we'll start with you if that's okay. Last saw you on one of our bills, I believe, in your call fight for the IBF European title. I think that's confirmation there. How have you regrouped from that defeat? I remember being in the changing room with you afterwards. You're absolutely heartbroken. How deep have you had to dig to sort of bring yourself back to going, I have got more to give, and how much of a turning point could this be for you?
That's a good question. I look back at the interview myself and I realised that I sort of felt like the need to start again and to really change up and get out of my comfort zone. I felt like I let everyone down, and it was a hard feeling to kind of hold on, like just to really, but the reason I've come back is because I love boxing, I love the sport, I'm enjoying this sport more than ever. I look forward to this fight because it's truly both men coming to win, and I feel so excited about this fight. I'm in a great city, it's a great opportunity. But I had to sort of do a bit of soul searching. It was a bit of like, what do I really want to do with my life? Do I want to stop boxing? And when you've got the choice really. I could stop boxing, and that could be like the career that I had. And there's nothing to be ashamed of because I came up short, but against good fighters. But I think the thing was if you love it and you can find a place that's a positive environment, and you can definitely start again at any point in your life. That's what I did. I needed to start again, get out of the comfort zone, and really become a champion.
We're picking up some police radio there. John, also a quick word on Lewis himself. A lot of people would have expected you to come back after a significant amount of time out with an easy touch. Did you need someone as good as Lewis to actually motivate you properly to make a big go of this? And what do you make of him as a fighter?
He's a good fighter. I think we can bring the best in each other. I think so. I wanted a fight that that represented a challenge, and we've definitely got that.
Good stuff. Thanks, John. On to Lewis. Lewis, looking at your record, I was looking at this morning. I remember when I first joined and came to shows in Belfast, you'd knocked everyone out, 6 people in a row. Your last 4 performances. I believe you won on points and shown boxing skills. So what kind of Lewis Crocker are we going to see on Saturday night, and what improvements have you made in this particular camp?
Yeah, drilled a lot of tactics for this camp. Been up early mornings, really put it into this camp. I know John has been there, the big stages. He's only been beat by good lads, so I know he's a quality opponent. And as I'm saying, I've really dedicated myself to this camp, and hopefully it's showing Saturday.
Good man. You have fought a couple of journeymen over the course of 10 fights, but John's definitely, like you mentioned, he's fought at British level, IBF European level. Is fighting someone who's definitely coming to win and believes they can beat you going to bring out the best in you?
Definitely, I'm sure people on the table here agree with me. The better opponent you fight brings out a better performance in yourself. So that's what I'm saying. I'm coming in here and he's coming to win as well, so that'll be fireworks on Saturday night.
Great stuff. We look forward to that one. On to now the WBO European Super Bantamweight title clash between Davey Oliver Joyce and Lee Haskins. We're going to begin with Lee. Lee, you came back after a period of being out. You were obviously a former world champion. You've been on some massive stages. When you did come back last year, what did you feel was left in terms of the body and also in terms of the ambition? What do you still feel you need to prove and achieve?
To be fair, I'm not here to. I don't feel like I need to prove anything anymore. I've through my career won everything I could possibly win, from British, European, Commonwealth, IBF, WBA, Intercontinental Prize Fighter, the English title. I've won every title there is to win, and I haven't just done it once. I've done it twice. So I'm here to prove nothing. But for me, I'm here to prove to myself that I can still do it. In the gym, everything's going great. You know, I feel amazing in the gym. Sparring everybody, and I'm still on top. I still on top of my game. You know, if I thought by any means that I was kind of past it, then I definitely wouldn't be here today. You know, I'm a fighter that enjoys the atmosphere. I boxed there when I fought Ryan Burnett. Absolutely loved it. You know, I was getting called a lot of names on the way out to the fight. Dickhead, a lot of them, you know. But I tell you, you know when there's good fans, because I lost, but I gave it my all in that fight. But as I was walking out, I remember there was a few kids, young kids, and I was walking out, they were calling me dickhead and telling me to piss off back to Bristol and stuff. And but after I lost, I put up a good fight, and then walking out, the same kids were like, "Congratulations, Lee, you done well." And you got to see that, you know, they support their own up here, which is amazing, you know. And I really enjoyed it. It was a big atmosphere, and I've fought in all kinds of atmospheres, you know, from little shows to big shows, and I just enjoy it, and that's why I'm still in the game. I know Oliver Joyce is a very tough fighter, good fighter, so I'm looking forward to sharing the ring with him. You know, I haven't been in a big fight like this for a long time now, and it's just good to be back in that light where, you know, I get to show people what I can do again. And you know, but for me, like I said, I'm just here for myself. You know, I'm 37. I want to, you know, I don't want to prove to anybody else I want to prove to myself I still got it, you know, which I believe I can. And you know, I believe age is how you feel in the gym. And in the gym, I feel great. So hopefully on the night, you know, I'll be ready to go, and hopefully we can put on a great show for everybody. But mainly for you know, everybody that's fighting tonight, the main thing I always wish is everybody comes out of the fight nice and safe and back to their families, and that's it.
Here, a quick word on Davey himself from you, Lee. You said in an article last week, I believe, that he walks on to a lot, and your style has always been sort of a clever back foot boxer. So
Yeah.
How do you assess how he's going to come at you, and will that play to your strengths, in fact?
Well, to assist him, you know, he's not going to have anything different that I've never come up against before. I've had, this will be my 41st. Is it Chris? 41st or 42nd?
No, I think it's the 17th title fight.
Yeah, so I fought all types of fighters, you know. You know, I have seen Oliver Joyce. He comes forward a lot, likes to walk forward, you know, and you know, and that's kind of what we've prepared for. You know, a come forward fighter, walking onto shots. You know, but this is boxing. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm looking very forward to the night, and I'm going to enjoy it as I'm enjoying every minute over here now.
Thank you very much, Lee. Davey, over to you. looking wonderfully tanned. It's very sunny in Mullingar this time of year, isn't it? Looking well down at super bantamweight though, how have you made the weight and how much stronger do you feel? Because you beat up a few people from overwhelming them with pressure and strength at featherweight, so back down at super bantamweight, presumably that's an even bigger weapon in your arsenal.
Yeah, I believe now I'm at the final weight, and the weight I feel really comfortable and really strong. You know, I thought it was at a featherweight, but my last fight against Lee Wood, I realised with my coach Big Taylor and my nutritionist that it wasn't the weight for me. You know, he was just too big, too strong. But I believe now I'm at a really comfortable weight. I feel really powerful at. Sparring has been right on point. Sparring has been brilliant. Really, this is probably one of the best camps we've had in a long, long time. We've got quality sparring, and with Tyrone McCullough jumping on board with us as well. So I really enjoy it. I'm looking forward to that tonight.
And in Lee Haskins, we all know 17th title fight, as Mr. Sanagar pointed out for us there. Very experienced, been to the very top of the sport. How do you rate him and how do you beat him?
Yeah, I don't disrespect anybody. I'm not looking past me either. I think he's an unbelievable fighter, really good guy. He's been in the ring with some good guys in the past and he's done it. But come Saturday night, he says he's boxed all styles of fighters, and he has. He's boxed everybody, you know. But I bring different games, different tactics to the ring, and don't forget, I've got that experience behind me as an amateur growing up and a professional for WSB, APB, now as a professional. So I've learned it over the years as an amateur and now brought it to the professional game. And I can't wait for Saturday night because I think it's going to be an amazing night. Not just my fight, but the quality opponents and the quality guys who've been in the card is even an honour to be on it.
Great to have you on, Davey. Cracking fight there. Will be the first title fight of the night for the WBO European Super Bantam. Another title fight is perhaps one of the most talked about fights in some time in terms of two young undefeated Irish prospects. We've got Gary Cully against Joe Fitzpatrick for the Irish lightweight crown. We'll start with Joe. Joe, you won a title last time, the BUI Celtic, I believe. It will be your home crowd. This is your city. What other edges do you feel you hold over Gary at this stage?
Well, I put on a great camp and as fit as it can be. Also think I'm a lot stronger than Gary. So looking forward to Saturday night.
Is punching power, I mean, you've got an impressive knockout percentage. People are talking about that in the gyms as well, I know. Is that how you're going to approach this fight? Just thinking, I'm stronger than him, I'm coming straight for him?
Well, we'll see how on Saturday night.
Any message direct for Gary before I pass it over?
That's good.
Nice and simple. Gary, agreed? Is he the stronger man? Do you feel you have to box him, or is that wide of the mark? Because you're both very tall and rangy, but we've seen you knock people out as well.
I think I've seen a couple of interviews with Joe and I think he thinks we're entering a strongman competition on Saturday night, but it's a boxing match at the end of the day, so look, I'm looking forward to putting a good camp and I'm excited to show ourselves on Saturday night.
If he's saying he's the stronger man, are you basically saying you're the most skillful and you'll turn it into a boxing match?
I believe I'm a better boxer in all departments, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to the table, and I'm looking forward to seeing what yeah, we'll see on Saturday night.
Great stuff. Just lastly, I know you've been calling for this kind of step up for a long time, a title fight with a serious, unbeaten guy. Now you've got it. Is this exactly what you wanted, basically?
Yeah, and I think it's a fight that me and Joe both deserve credit for. Like Jamie just said, we didn't have to take this fight at this stage of our career. We both stepped up, we both want to prove we're the best, so I respect Joe, and it's going to be a great fight on Saturday night. We're the best lightweights, and I really believe that, and yeah, it's going to be an exciting night.
Superb stuff. Well, that's a cracking title fight again. Onto a main event which stars one of the sort of standout prospects, perhaps in world boxing, not just from this island, against a guy who's got, I think it was actually Sean who pointed out that this opponent has more knockout wins than Sean's had fights. So Mauro Maximiliano Godoy is a very serious prospect here, and Sean just keeps taking these massive steps up as he's good. Oh, here it is. And this is his translator. Crept up on me there. So, Mauro, how excited are you to be fighting as a main event fighter on ESPN Plus?
Bueno, primero agradecer por la oportunidad que me da MTK de pertenecer a este evento y la verdad que bien, contento, con muchas ganas de aprovechar la oportunidad y como dije, agradecido porque es una buena oportunidad y la voy a aprovechar.
So he just says he's really thankful for the opportunity that's been given to him. He's also extremely excited to take advantage of this thing, and that he just can't wait to get it done.
And a word on Sean McComb. What have you researched of him, and what do you make of him as a fighter and as a prospect for the future?
Bueno, la verdad que creo que es un gran peleador, es un buen peleador y bueno, hay que esperar a la noche del combate, poco análisis previo sobre cómo es o cómo se ve, sino simplemente trabajar para ganarle, que es lo que vengo a hacer, vengo a trabajar para ganar y aprovechar mi oportunidad, como dije.
So he's saying he hasn't done. He's here to take advantage of the opportunity. So he says he's going to start out. We'll see on the night of the fight how it's going to go. He's going to start out just sort of analyzing the situation a bit, and just really see how it's going to end up on the night of the fight.
Thanks very much, and thank you to the translator as well. Sean, over to you. More big tests. We saw you in an absolute thriller last time. So if you're taking these big leaps forward, how do you ensure that the improvement is keeping up with that acceleration, or is it even overtaking the actual step up in the podium?
I'm all for the step up. It's a short career, as most of us know, and I'm just trying to get to the top as quick as I can. I think Godoy has a great record, like I stated before. He's a lot of athletes, more than I have fights. I'm very aware of the step up, and I'm very aware of my ability to do so. But it's about improving in the gym after each step up. It's something I'm very open for criticism. I've took some criticism from the last fight, and myself and Danny Vaughn have worked on that stuff I've been criticised for in the gym. Danny he would be one of the first to criticise what I was doing wrong as well, and we've learned that we've been working on cracking it.
Maybe part of the reason you become so popular so quickly around here is because you're very approachable. You seem to love a laugh and a joke, and you've got your trademark face. Do you want to do that for the cameras quickly? Yeah, he does it on cue. It's great. But how do you ensure that? How do you basically flip the switch from being a sort of fun guy to suddenly going, bang, I've got to be right in the zone here? Does it happen in training? Does it happen first thing in the morning? Like how do you sort of switch between personalities?
It's tough. You know what's serious and what's not serious. When I step into the gym, we still have a bit of crack in the gym, warming up, and then when the proper training starts, for example, pads, tactics, work on tactics, sparring, you have to switch off. It's just I believe it's a good thing I have to be able to do so, to switch between. You can't take it too serious all the time. I mean, you have to enjoy it, otherwise you wouldn't do it. I enjoy every minute of it, every bit of this, everything that goes on. But then when the boxing gets serious in the gym, I switch on and put all my focus on the boxing.
Great stuff, Sean. Well, that's all the questions I have. If there are any questions from the floor, just raise your hand and ask away.
Jimmy, how big can 2020 be for Sean, and how important is this fight in terms of kicking it off for him? Where do you see him going this year?
We're discussing, and we have been, Danny, myself, Sean, have been discussing possibly about the change of weight. I've always said at the very start, he's a freak for light welter, but he'd be even a bigger freak at lightweight. This is the start of a big year. I think this is a breakout year. Everyone talked about him last year. We got him out there. He'd seen everywhere. He'd been seen around the world. People got to see him and started to get used to him. step-ups slowly but surely got tougher, but I think this year they'll start to be fighting for titles. We're building him into a championship level fighter, and I believe this year he'll have at least 4 fights, and 4 fights will all be gradual step-ups towards championship fights.
But what is it about Sean that you feel that he is going to be the next star? He's already headlining this time, but
As you say, he can talk. He's very approachable, but it's his boxing. His boxing IQ is very, very, very good. Very, very good. I've watched him from the amateurs, and he's able to adapt to every opponent he's in with. He was in a very strong Argentinian last time, and he got caught with a body shot and dropped, but he was still able to adapt and outbox and outpoint, keep him at distance for the rest of the fight. He's making small, minor mistakes which are picking up on in the gym. It's his IQ and his willingness to learn is very good. Everyone can get in the gym and train, but if they're getting in the train with the right mentality, the way he is, it's always good because he'll always come out a better fighter.
But Sean, have you felt any extra expectation around this particular fight? I mean, have you had to deal with that this time, maybe more than before?
No, it's just again another step up that I'm aware of. I've worked on my tactics over the last 6 to 8 weeks with Danny, and I'm very aware of what I need to do in this fight and stick to the game plan. And again, it's just another fight then.
Any more for any more? We're going to have face-offs for all 4 fights now, and then we'll be back here for the weigh-in 1 p.m. tomorrow, so see you then. Thanks very much for coming today. Cheers.
Thanks, David.